Hi everyone, my name is Eloise and this is my channel. I have decided that I'm gonna do a video to show my full physical TBR, which I think is about 184 books. Yeah, I've seen quite a few videos doing this. The most recent Meg Has Books has done one and that inspired me to do one. I will put a link to her video in the description. But yeah, I thought I would also show you the 180-ish books that are on my TBR that I physically own. I'm not gonna do any sort of synopsis or anything because we will literally be here all day and this is probably going to be quite a long video anyway. So my shelves are in spine colour order, so I am literally just going to do a shelf at a time. So there's no like logic to this at all other than it's the shelf. I'm just doing a shelf at a time. So that's enough of me waffling on. Let's get started with the books that I need to read. The Road Trip by Beth O'Leary, One by One by Ruth Ware, Dawn French Because of You, Still Life by Sarah Winman, Freckles by Cecilia Ahern, Elantris by Brandon Sanderson, The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, Kindred by Octavia E. Butler, The Poppy War by R.F. Kwang, The Switch by Beth O'Leary, Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel, Half a World Away by Mike Gale, The Prison Doctor by Dr. Amanda Brown, Grown Ups by Marion Keyes, Luster by Raven Lalani, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson, The Folk of the Air trilogy by Holly Black, so these are The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King and The Queen of Nothing, Senlin Ascends by Josiah Bancroft, Law by Alexandra Bracken, The Island by Victoria Hislop. This is a very battered copy. Where did I get this from? The Rosie Effect by Graham Simpson. This is the second book in the Rosie Project trilogy. Detransition Baby by Tori Peters, How to Kill Your Family by Bella Mackie, All My Mothers by Joanna Glenn, The Silence of the Girls by Pat Barker, The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett, City of Girls by Elizabeth Gilbert, The Blood of the Stars duology by Elizabeth Lim, so that is Spin the Dawn and Unravel the Dusk, Six Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim, A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer, and this is a trilogy. I only own the first book at the moment. This is probably not the right order. I don't know the right order other than I know the selection is first. So The Selection series by Kira Cass, Love After Love by Ingrid Passard, The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan, The Lamplighters by Emma Stonex, possibly the best sprayed edges I've ever seen, Red Rising by Pierce Brown, again I only own the first book in this series currently, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, The Bone Shard's Daughter by Andrea Stewart, some very battered copies of Aragon and Aldous by Christopher Pauline, In the Dream House by Carmen Maria Machado, Illumine by Amy Kaufman and Jay Christoph, Open Water by Caleb Azuma Nelson, Clara and the Sun by Kazu Ishiguro, Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty, Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead, The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafon, Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng, After the End by Claire McIntosh, If I Can't Have You by Charlotte Levin, Chain of Gold and Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare, The One by John Mars, Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter, City of Bones and the entire Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. I know, I've not read it. Never Let Me Go by Kazu Ishiguro, The Pisces by Melissa Broder, The Gilded Ones by Namina Fauna, It Started With a Secret by Jill Mansell, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I've got the first three books in this series to read. The Death of Vivek Oje by Akweke Emezi, An Ember in the Ashes by Sabah Tahir, Realmbreaker by Victoria Aveyard, At Your Age Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert, the last book in the Brown Sisters trilogy, The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, The Lido by Libby Page, The Sanatorium by Sarah Pierce, Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb, The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware, The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, Outlander by Diana Gabaldon, Graceling by Kristen Cashaw, Witches Steeped in Gold by Shannon Smart, Jade City by Fonda Lee, The Seven Sisters by Lucinda Riley, All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven, Wonder by R.J. Palacio, Beautiful World Where Are You by Sally Rooney. Guess which shelf I'm onto now? Just guess. Hammerfall by C.J. Cherry, The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, The Shelf by Helly Acton, The Man Who Died Twice by Richard Osman, I See You and Let Me Lie by Claire McIntosh, Truth Witch by Susan Dennard, The Holiday by T.M. Logan, The Last Act of Love by Kathy Rensenbrick, Undercover Princess and Princess in Practice by Connie Glynn, The Passengers by John Mars, Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney, On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. I'm so sorry if it looks a bit different, my battery died, I'd been filming for that long, so I'm back. Nevernight by Jay Kristoff, Circe by Madeline Miller, The Wolf Den by Ella D. Harper, What Lies Between Us by John Mars, The Lies of Lamora by Scott Lynch, 11/22/63 by Stephen King, Fire with Fire by Destiny Soraya, Fly Away by Kristen Hanna, Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer, Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson, Ace of Spades by Farida Abike Iyimidi, sorry if I said that wrong, The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, After Love by Tanya Byrne, Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, Little Thieves by Margaret Owen, The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman, Truly Madly Guilty by Leanne Moriarty, Bring Me Back by B.A. Paris, The Duchess Deal by Tessa Dare, The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers, Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, So Lucky by Dorno Porter, Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, Legendary and Finale by Stephanie Garber, What's Fun a Heart by Stephanie Garber, The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. This is book 1 in the Wheel of Time. I do own most of the books in this, but there are like 14 or so I didn't want to bring them all up, but so this counts for about 14 books. To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini, Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerry Maniscalco, Long Bright River by Liz Moore, Troy by Stephen Fry, White Ivy by Susie Yang, In the Ravenous Dark by A.M. Strickland. This is going to be a shock, don't judge me. The Hunger Games Trilogy by Suzanne Collins, The Whisper Man by Alex North, Ninth House by Lee Bardugo, Discovery of Witches and Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness, Where the Forest Meets the Stars by Glendy Vandara, Raybearer by Jordan Ifueko, another Don't Judge Me one, the His Dark Materials Trilogy by Philip Pullman, Beasts of Prey by Ayana Gray, Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tommy Adeyemi. I think that is it for my full physical TBR. As you can see, I have a lot of books that I need to read. In my defence, I have got a lot on here that I have read, but I have got a lot I need to read. So yeah. Let me know how many books you've got on your physical TBR, because it might make me feel a bit better about that. If any of these are any of your favourites, which I should prioritise, let me know. Otherwise, I'm not looking forward to editing this. It's going to be very long. But thank you so much for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed watching it. And if you feel like watching more of my channel, I would be so grateful if you could subscribe. I hope to see you again soon in another video. Bye for now.